My name is James Conrad. I was born in New Haven, Connecticut. I currently live in San Jose, California, and I'm a writer. I have 2 novels out, Copperhead, a story about the recession, and The Ideal Man, an edgy, entertaining, and thought-provoking love story. In addition to my fiction, I have written other things, blog articles, telemarketing scripts, music reviews, movie reviews, press releases, and even trivia questions.
I admit that I don't make very much money at this point, but even so, for the paltry pittance I get, the jobs I end up doing are better than working in some shit 50 an hour minimum wage job. Plus they make me a better writer. Gotta look on the bright side, right? Back in the day, minimum wage used to mean the minimum amount that you needed to survive relative to the cost of living. These days, considering our wages have plateaued, if not decreased, while the cost of living goes up and up and up and up and up and up some more, minimum wage means that your boss is basically telling you that he could pay you less if he wanted to, but it's against the law. You want to be able to afford rent for a 2-bedroom apartment in any American city at 40 hours a week on our current minimum wage? Forget about it. Any American who has steady work should be able to eat. Well, for God's sake, why the hell do people who work at Walmart need food stamps? That's ass backwards. Speaking of wages, in my line of work, sometimes the money's good, sometimes it's not. I've worked for free to build up my resume. I've had wire transfers come too late to pay my bills on time and gotten hit with penalties. I've had clients rip me off outright. I received fuck you letters from every literary agent and every small press in New York City, the publishing capital of the world. Even when I signed my first print publishing contract for my first novel, I still had to do all the promotion myself. Took a lot of time and a lot of money. Don't even get me started about having to deal with the bureaucracy of getting a novel released through a small press into bookstores, both mom and pop and corporate. I know the conservatives give us their shrill rhetoric about accepting responsibilities for our own successes and failures, but anybody can have everything go straight to hell on them for no good reason. Even in America, the so-called land of opportunity. Personally, I don't give a rat's ass if either one of my books only sell 20 copies a day. That's 7,300 copies a year. Not bestseller territory, but it would be enough for me to get by. And isn't that what every American wants? To get by? Now you may ask, why am I still writing if it ain't paying yet? Well, I've had successes along the way, and that keeps me going. Beats working at McDonald's. Also, if I didn't opt for being a writer, I'd be a danger to myself and others, no questions asked. Don't let's even think about that.
Now, regardless of how awesome you think your line of work is, fortune rises and falls. That's just how it goes. Case in point, I wrote a love story that mops the floor up with Twilight, and trying to get it to sell has been a challenge to say the least. As of right now, I am between gigs, I am behind on my rent, and I'm facing eviction. As of now, I've been awake for about 36 hours after worrying my ass off about my living situation, and I've spent the last 3 weeks scrambling for money that has not come. Am I asking for sympathy? Not necessarily. Hell, I know where to find sympathy. For one, I have many dear friends. For another, any fool knows that sympathy can be found in the dictionary right between shit and syphilis. That being said, I do need all the help I can get. But you know what? These days, 99% of American citizens need all the help they can get. By my estimation, and I could be wrong, but only 1% of authors make enough to pay their bills and have a good-sized nest egg. My name is James Conrad. I'm an author. And I am the 99%.